Hi there, my name is Bill Briwa. I'm a chef instructor at the Culinary Institute of America, and today we're going to make pizza. Everybody's favorite food. I'm going to grill pizza actually today. I made a dough earlier, and let's start by talking about the dough. I made an ordinary pizza dough, but I added to the mix about 16% instant mashed potatoes. And what happens when you add that into the flour is that the flour gets softer, the dough gets a little bit more manageable, it holds on to moisture a little bit better, and it becomes a joy to work with. But it's not so tough and crunchy that when you go to eat it, it actually hurts your mouth. It really makes a world of difference. I've done it with doughs for breakfast pastries, things like cinnamon rolls, but I really like it in this application with pizza. Anyhow, I took this dough, and because we have no grill in this kitchen, I grilled it in another kitchen and I brought it in. What I want to do, and I would do this as it came right off the grill, is put a little topping on this pizza base. We've got a lot of different choices. What I'm using here today is some goat cheese with herbs, and I'm just going to spread this relatively thinly over the entire base. Now, you may have noticed that I baked this pizza dough on the grill, or I grilled this pizza dough relatively dark. I think that's where the flavor comes from. So don't take it off when it's pale or golden. Allow a little bit of char to take hold. All right. Because this had already cooled from coming off the grill, I'm going to pop it into the oven for just a second for this cheese to soften. So the pizza that we're making today is actually a grilled breakfast pizza. Everybody loves the idea of a handheld portable breakfast item, and this is one that people absolutely adore. I'm going to top it with an arugula salad, and in that salad will be eggs, which is everybody's favorite breakfast food, but I'm also going to add some torn potato croutons. So let's make those right now. What I have here is some Yukon Gold potatoes, and once they were cooked, I took them out of the water, drained them, and I smashed them gently with the back of a pot until they cracked open. And then I tore them apart into pieces of about 1/2 inch on a side, and allowed them to cool and steam dry. Next, I'm going to take these and fry them. And what you're going to discover is that we've created so much surface area that these croutons will not only be crunchy, but they'll be uber crunchy. There is a lot of outside now for this to become crunchy. So, hot oil. I'm going to take and lower these into the fat. And already they're starting to brown. I would say if the oil is at about 375 degrees, these should cook in about a minute. Make sure that when you're cooking them, that they have plenty of opportunity to brown. We want them to be nice and crispy. Crispy on the outside, buttery, soft, and creamy on the inside. To me, that sounds like the perfect crouton. Don't even think about peeling these potatoes, because my favorite part is actually the skin. When that fries and gets crispy, it's pretty spectacular. So you can see now they're almost completely brown. We're looking for a nice deep golden brown. And once they come out, we'll drain them, keep them warm, and season them with salt and pepper. I think we're good to go here. Out they come. You could hold these warm above the stove for easily 1/2 hour. So don't feel like you have to fry them to order. A little bit of salt while they're still wet with oil, and a little bit of pepper. Okay, our croutons are done. Our pizza is out of the oven. The cheese is softened nicely. I'm going to cook some scrambled eggs. You don't really need any instruction there, but salt and pepper, and a nice hot pan, and we're good to go. Now, while these eggs are cooking, I'm going to take this pizza crust and take an arugula salad, and in there, break up some of these scrambled eggs into small pieces. I'm going to add some potato croutons. And then finally some sun-dried tomatoes or some tomato confit. If your tomatoes come packed in oil, you may decide that you don't need any additional dressing. I do have some vinaigrette right here. Just a little splash is really all you need. We'll season this up with salt and pepper. And that is our salad. I'm going to toss it together real briefly and move it over here. I think it's important that all of the components show. The crispy potato croutons, the tender eggs, the flavorful tomatoes, a little fresh ground black pepper on the top, and I like to put just a dusting of Parmesan. And that's it. So that's all there is to that. This is a grilled pizza, a grilled breakfast pizza. In the dough, I put instant mashed potatoes for a really tender crust. On the top, a really delicious, savory concoction of arugula, torn potato croutons, and eggs. I think this will make all the difference on your brunch menu.